Good evening! Welcome to tonight's stream. The next thrilling installment of Let's Get Reala Finished. Please, God, please. So nice to see you all in chat. Shout out to JK Hearts, Komori, Cat. Oh my God, Cat's here. Hey, Cat! Nimoid, my favourite supplier of Kool-Aid. Ed, hey Ed, Sean, and it's Cat again. I'm just really tired. I had like literally about 2 hours sleep last night. I've not been sleeping great, probably from drawing Reala. But yeah, I had to. I was trying to like talk myself out of streaming tonight, and I'm like, no, I have to be here. I have to show up for myself at least. So I'm hoping that today there's not going to be any more. Hey, in practice. I'm hoping that today there's not going to be any more problems with the live chat blue arrow thing. I don't want to have to stop and start the stream again. Last time was really annoying. I've not actually changed anything, so it might happen again. But I have installed the Stream Elements OBS plugin thing, so now I can see the actual chat on my actual OBS screen as well. So I also discovered last night, basically yesterday was my day off, and I spent the entire damn day trying to troubleshoot something where nothing was showing up in my programs, and I finally figured out at 3 in the morning it was because I had my VPN turned on, and it's also why the chat has been running slow for me and everything. It was literally nothing to do with anything I was doing, it was just my VPN, so I learned something yesterday. Okay, so today we are just going to continue what we were doing on Sunday. I've not actually touched this picture since then because, as any of my patrons will tell you, I've been stuck on page 13 Purgatory Hell, where I'm just basically colouring nothing but painting frames. But progress has been made and I've nearly escaped page 13. So let's just jump straight into art mode. Let's see what Reala is up to today. So this is where we were last time. I was actually just looking up on my phone but what the inside of a paraloop looks like. I've actually forgotten. I don't think I've actually ever drawn the inside of a paraloop before, but it's this big like rainbow swirly, so that should be easy enough to make. I was gonna make it white or black inside, like a black hole or like white light, but let's stick to canon. Let's give Reala a big swirly rainbow. What else was I doing? I was gonna do all the sparkles around here, and I'm gonna have to draw a bunch of Nightopian halos shattering. Because that's how I see Reala. Not very nice. What we're doing here, yeah, that's gonna be the general lighting guide, which I'll probably throw out the window. Yeah, I've actually been really looking forward to colouring this all week, but I didn't want to do anything of it off stream because this is like the most fun part. Adding all the shiny shit is the best part. Okay, 15 minutes focus time, and I will just ramble some nonsense to myself as usual. I want today to be like a record where I have no technical problems whatsoever. Hey Galstar 96! Aww, don't make me cry, I need to draw. I get very sentimental very easily. I think as getting old, I just want to cry more. People are too nice. Right. This is the part where I have to figure out what I was doing. What layers, what was I doing? What was I up to? What's this? There's some shading I can't see anymore. It's nice to be able to see all of chat for once, because usually I only see the like 4 lines or something that I can see on the main screen. So I feel like I've unlocked like future sight or something. Right, I'm just gonna go down all my layers to reacquaint myself of what the hell I'm doing. Right, this layer. That's the rough background, okay. Fixed notes I got rid of, so I can delete that layer. It doesn't need to be there anymore. That's Reala's hand. I'm gonna label this hand. I never ever name my layers, it's a very bad habit. Okay, that's main inks. Oops. This is... does that need to be there anymore? I suppose so, that can stay there. This is the glowy stuff, which is a bit overkill right now. This was the shading that I started last time. I appreciate you all following me for this long. I don't know why, but I love you for it, thank you. Out of all the idiots online you could have followed, you followed this particular idiot, so... Ta. Multiply. Okay, right. I think I've figured it out. Right, hang on. Actually, since I was talking about power loops, I'm gonna make the power loop right now. I have a vague idea of how I'm gonna do this. Right, I'm going to change that tool to rectangle tool. I'm gonna make some vague square shape. Right, I'm gonna get a gradient tool. I've never done this before, so I'm not sure. I'm guessing it would be the circle one. Yeah, probably. Actually, hang on, that's not center. Right. And then I will do twirl. Twirl? Ooh. Yeah, this is sick. This is a bit psychedelic for this time of day. I've not had enough coffee for this. I have no actual idea what I'm doing right now, just so you know. Be aware when it comes to art, I rarely know what I'm doing. I just make everything up as I go along. And it just works out, and it's fine. Right, I am going to think power loop like this big. Don't ask me how to draw hands. I'm the last person you should be asking how to draw hands. Have you seen my character's hands? I specifically made all the creators' characters' hands massive on purpose because I can't draw hands for shit. That's the real reason the gens and the humans have been drawn in Engelbaum. Yeah, I just don't want to draw the hands. I'm gonna make everybody like, just wear big gloves, mittens. It'll be great. Yeah, making stuff up, that's how it goes. Right, okay. I'm gonna stick this behind here. And then I have to try and distort this, transform it. I'm probably not doing this right. Oh, cat. Everyone's being cute. Yeah, you know what? I've never considered that before. He's just hands. He's a final boss for artists. Oh god, can you imagine AI generated wise man? Oh. He would just be like 9 million fingers and like 4 eyes or something. Transform, maybe... Free transform? Yeah. That'll do. Completely winging it right now. It kind of looks like he's hanging out in some like funky hyperspace or something. I'm not going to put him at the center of it. He doesn't need to be in the center of it. He's just going to ruin the perspective on my thing if I put him at the center of it. You can just sort of be standing at the edge of the power loop, beckoning all the fangirls into his emo hell. Alright. Would you follow this person into Dreams? I wouldn't. But there are people who would, and that's alright. We've all got our favourites. And Reala ain't mine. Right, saving. Right, so what I'm gonna do, possibly, is I'm gonna duplicate this layer to make it double. Wow, it's actually really bright already, and I haven't even put any glow effects on it. That's kind of bonkers. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Blur this one as well. Whoa, it's kind of hanging there. Yeah, you know that scene in Shadow Generations where he falls into where all the buildings are like distorting and twisting, that but with Wiseman. Just all these creepy hands, AI fingers. What was it? I once said that Wiseman's greatest weakness would be the gens with a giant can of mace. Get him in the eye. Like, Clarice and Elliot clearly weren't thinking, like, big enough. They should have just got some mace. They could have taken him down a lot quicker. Alright. I'm gonna put this one on Add Glow, because that's how I do my glowies. If the stream suddenly dies, it's because this is actually 600 dpi, this image, so it's like pretty massive. And I'm also streaming and running music, and I have my Chrome browser open in the background. And that's always a bad idea. Come on, RAM. Don't film me now. I'm gonna stop messing with that just now. Or will I? Layer, duplicate. And I'm gonna put this over that way. Now, all this fun erasing that I have to do now. Yeah. So yeah, just as a reminder, I have my work focus timer on, so I work for 15 minutes and then I have a 5-minute break and my alarm goes off. This feels like the longest 15 minutes in history for some odd reason. I'm not complaining. It gives me extra time to get this done. I might actually get this finished before 12, I'm not sure, but I do kind of want to add more like details to it. Right now it's kind of very scuffy looking. So maybe I'll do another stream next week where I can like refine it a little bit more. This was just like the quick idea. Yeah, Pomodoro. I think it was Katie who used to talk about Pomodoro all the time, and back then I just couldn't do it because it involved me having to use my my phone or a PC timer or whatever. But now I have an actual physical button to click on my Stream Deck, not Steam Deck, Stream Deck, and it actually just feels really satisfying to see the little timer count down, and then I get to restart and it tells me again, and it makes a really annoying noise, so I have to turn it off, so I can't just ignore it. It's sort of like having one of those alarm clocks that like jumps off your bedside cabinet and has wheels and goes across the floor. You have to get out of bed to turn it off. It's that kind of thing. Yeah, I've not really been having many dreams recently because I've not been sleeping very well because in true trippy fashion I have done something to my neck because I don't like move around enough when I'm working, and I can't lie in any position at night without my neck feeling like someone's hitting it with a steel chair, so when I do sleep I kind of get woken up every time I move, so it sucks. I need to tire myself out more before I go to sleep because last night I just wasn't sleeping at all. Okay, it's telling me I have a 10-minute break now, but I don't, so I'm just gonna keep working for 5 minutes and then have a 5-minute break. It's because I forgot to reset my timer before I started the stream. So yeah, if you're an artist, take good care of your spine and your posture and your wrists and your shoulders and your hands, because you need those. And you might think that you're being a big boss trying to work stupid hours until 4 in the morning, but you won't be working much longer if you wreck your health. I find it difficult though to be strict with myself because even if I'm in pain, sometimes it's like I just want to get something done if I'm on a deadline, and that's like really bad. Very bad habit. And sometimes I just get really in the mood to draw, and you're in your flow, and you know what it's like when you're really enjoying what you're doing, and you know that if you try to attempt to do it again tomorrow, you're not going to have the same sort of vibe. So you just sort of like ride the flow while you have it. Yeah, in my comic, flows like a sort of alternate self. Well, it's not their alternate self, it's like their big selves, the artists. And for us in like real life, flow is an actual state of weird consciousness that people can get into when they're really just in the zone. It sort of makes time distort a little bit. It's pretty cool. I remember I always say when you're like in the zone and your flow is like fully in swing, it feels like a legal high or something. It feels like being super happy. And I remember one of the craziest times was I was working on the comic, and I think I was on a live stream actually back when I was using Picarto, and I just felt like super elated. It's such a weird feeling, and you feel like you can't stop drawing. It feels like your hands aren't moving fast enough to match what you're actually trying to do. It's weird. It sounds a bit odd to try and explain it, but if you've been there, you'll know what I mean. The human mind is very cool. And when I think about like people who don't appreciate art and they want to skip the process of making art and stuff, I think, oh man, you don't understand how good it feels to have that like state of flow. Sometimes it's like one of the happiest, most intense feelings you can have, you know, to just be really into what you're drawing. Like, why would you want to skip that? Yeah, my screen, as I tell my patrons, my screen on the stream will only show my lower tablet. It won't show any of my Clip Studio panels on my secondary screen for some reason, so you're not seeing the rest of the art program. I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4 other panels on my main screen up here, and also for some reason OBS doesn't capture when I click on drop downs, so you're not seeing the drop downs that appear. So if you wonder why nothing's appearing, it's an OBS weird problem OBS has. I don't like zooming in on this because it's really messy. It looks way better from a distance. Oh, I should have left that there and blur it. If there's something I'm known for with my art, it's always doing like glowy stuff. Sparkles, glitter, and glowy things. My general opinion when it comes to glitter and shiny things is just add more. You can never have enough. Who cares what the haters say about having too much going on in your art? Just keep put more of it on. You can never have enough glitter. Right. This on my... Oh, I forgot I was supposed to be having a break. I'm now having a 3-minute 43 break. got to do my hand stretches and stuff. Let's catch up, let's chat. Hey Rob! Hello! Ooh, spine surgery at 17. Painful. Touch wood. I've never had any like major surgery. It's one of like things I'm really scared of. So I should really take better care of myself. I don't like going to the doctors and hospitals and stuff. I like just avoid it at all costs. Even if I need to go, I just don't go, which is really bad. I don't recommend that either. So what are you all up to today? In this wonderful, lovely world that we live in. I hope you've all been having a nice day. I got this. So now I can't spill my water everywhere, because I did have a bottle and I nearly threw it over my desk last time. Nobody's seen it though because I was be right backing, but it could have been like disaster. Tomodachi Life. Can you get that for the original Switch, or is it just for the Switch too? Because I really want to play it, because everyone on my timeline is posting videos, and I forgot how much I liked the original version. Or was it Tomodachi Life? It was the little Mitomo or whatever it was called, the tiny version. I remember taking lots of screenshots on Facebook years ago. I think it was on the phone. It was like a mobile app, and I think I made all the creators. I made Imagini, Unisty, Gala, Pi, and I think back then you could have them with voices as well. And I just remember Pi's one was like the best one I made. She just like absolutely suited the style of it. Actually, I wonder if I can find out. Let's hope that file doesn't show on stream. I think it was under Engelbaum. Maybe under art. Memes. No. Sometimes you just find stuff on your PC folder and you're like, what the hell is that? I gotta open something else, and it just made me laugh. I can't remember what meme this was, but I think it was like, draw your characters like this. This isn't to do with Tomodachi Life, I just accidentally stumbled across this. Hang on. What the hell is this? It's Mayodea standing in some weird position over a desk, and because like Mayodea as a teacher just like, hang on, imagine he's on a mobile phone, and I think there was a photograph of someone's teacher in the classroom standing in a really weird position. This is what I was looking for, but yeah, have it anyway. Do not save. I'm determined to find miscellaneous. I will be with you in 1 second. I'm just determined to find... Oh, I can't find it. Oh well. But yeah, basically Pi looked like this. She just looked like an utter gremlin. It was fantastic. I have the screenshot somewhere of the actual thing. Right, back to Reala. Right, 15 minutes. Blur. Right, that is just gonna be rough just now, because it's gonna have, where is it, all the sparkles eventually. Let's get back to the shading that I started putting down last time. Don't pay any attention to how absolutely jank my lines are. Look at this, look at all that. This here is what you have to be. Hang on, I don't know if you can see it. See that? You have to be really careful of that when you're printing art, because if you're printing in CMYK, or is it CMYK? Whatever. You think you've drawn a black line, but if you haven't coloured underneath your lines, you end up having stuff show through when it comes to print, and because there's like a billion different shades of the colour black, and although you think that you're just using one to ink, whenever you ink over colours it changes the colour of the black, so you have to be really careful. Hang on a second, I just realised something. I didn't fix this. There is the wrong amount of stripes on Reala's hat. Whoops. This was... I was supposed to have fixed this last time, I didn't. I mean, really, Reala's horn should be down there as well. No, his hats, his horns, whatever your opinion is. I'm just gonna quickly. Because if I don't do this, it's going to bug me later that I didn't do it. Yeah, Pi is absolutely major gremlin energy. When you do art streams, you start to like become hyper aware of what other artists are doing for art streams, and I was kind of second guessing myself, and I was kind of worried that I was being too quiet on stream, and I went to look at a bunch of other people's art streams to see like what is the general level of chatter on an art stream, and to be honest, I kind of talk too much. Everyone else is like pure vibes, chill out, doing like nice paintings of people sitting in flowers and stuff, and I'm just like ranting like non-stop. I don't shut up. This is like the only time of the week I get to talk. That looks kind of weird, but I'm not going to question it. Right. Okay. So that goes back to multiply. Actually, hang on. I always draw Reala of this little button thing on his gloves. I'm not entirely sure if he even has it. I think... yeah, he doesn't. I don't know where I got that idea from when I was a kid. I used to always draw him with like a little strap thing that goes between there. Hang on. I have lost my things. No, that's the wrong... okay. Okay, multiplying... I'm probably gonna smooth a lot of this shading out. I mean, it looks kind of cool as sharp shading, but I'm probably gonna mess around with it. This is just sort of like rough shading just now. Yeah, I was working yesterday. I was working on the new YouTube stream overlay some more. We're changing all the buttons and stuff. It should be ready for the next time we do a public stream. I'm just happy with it because it's got rainbows all over it. I really need to get a proper hotkey panel thing for Clip Studio because this tablet doesn't have any hotkeys on it, and although I can use my Stream Deck when I'm streaming, I use my Stream Deck for streaming, so I can't actually use it at the same time. It would just confuse myself if I was using those my buttons for hotkeys. I want to get one of those, it's called Turbox or something. Oh, it's like 140 quid or something. I think I mentioned it last time, where it's this little square box thing and it's just covered in dials and knobs and buttons and stuff. So it's like tactile, so you don't have to look at it while you're using it. But the thing I want the most is the rotate function, so I can do this without having to click down the bottom of my screen all the time. Because right now my left hand is completely free, there's nothing on this side of my desk apart from my keyboard, but I don't type with my left hand anyway, so... Yeah, this pen, I have... hang on. Save... This pen, it has like a double button on it, so it's got like a this part here. I'm never any good at trying to aim this at the camera. Okay, so there's like one button here and one button there. I have the bottom one mapped to change the size of my brush, so I don't have to keep going back in and out of a brush menu, because I hate changing my brush size. I like to be able to do it on the fly, so if I'm drawing and then I just quickly do that, and then I can do a thin line, and then I can do like a massive page destroying line. And the top button is the panning tool, hand tool, and I wrote them all my shortcuts down for my pen, because when my PC broke I lost the exact combination that I used to be able to do this, and it drove me nuts, and I was trying to find it online for ages, and I eventually found it, but it wasn't super straightforward. Look at that gremlin. That's a gremlin. This is a suave gremlin. This is the Tumblr Sexy Man version. There's a valid version as well. Okay, 5-minute break. Yeah, I would love to have a pet bird, but I know that I would be having the same problem. Like, if I had a bird in this room, it would tear off everything off my pinboard. Everything on my shelves would probably be on the floor. Yeah. Suave gremlin, yeah. Yeah, with this picture, I really want to give Reala like really cool shiny eyes, so I want to do really like nice glowy detailed eyes. And then I might make the top of the image more sort of like darker, so there's like more uplighting on his face. How do I shade my drawings? Just use the multiply layer. It's like, watch this, it's this easy, hang on, right. I will show you in my break. Let's say you have... It's a person. Ooh. When I'm shading... Well, first of all, let's color this person. Where's the paint bucket? Oh, no! Sometimes the paint bucket doesn't work. Right, you've got your skin color. Really messy. This is super fast just to show you. I'm not even trying to be within the lines. Let's just pretend I'm actually like a good artist here, right? Right. Okay, so you've got your coloured background. Hang on. You've got your background flats, you've got your inks layer, and this layer is nothing. Right. The top layer that I just created up there, I colour it blue just to remind myself that it's going to be a shading layer. I change it to multiply. You can't see it on this drop down, but this drop down here, it currently says normal. You change it to multiply, and then you just get any colour you want. And what I do is I use like a hard brush, so I blend it out later. So let's say that's all blue shading. And then I change the transparency in that one there. And then I just take the blur tool and I kind of just whack it around a bit and shading. There you go. That's how I do my shading. And if you want to do highlights, it's basically the exact same thing. You make a layer and you change it to add glow. And I colour it yellow to remind myself it's that. And let's say you've got some pink lights. I'll change the transparency and just blend it out. That's pretty much how I do my thing. You can put these layers underneath your lines as well. Oops. Your lines should be on top. Yeah, that's basically how I do my shading. Like, I make a multiply layer, I make a glow layer, and I have my layer with my inks, and that's literally it. It is that simple, honestly. They're not safe. The most fun part is doing the flats as well, because when you turn off all your highlights and stuff, you just have your base colors, and you can change that to be multiply as well, so you can change the transparency on it and make it really dark or whatever. See, this layer here is a glow layer, so it's an add glow layer, so it basically changes the colors for you, so you don't have to find like what that blue color would be if it had yellow on it. Okay, that was apparently a break. There are apparently 10 people watching right now. Hello to all you 10 people. I appreciate you being here, spending time watching me do this. Multiply 58. I have to remind myself because I have to swap it back to get the color and then change it. 58. Actually, you know what? I used to use Screen. I think I used to use Screen and PNGTuber. Originally I used like Screen a lot, and I think PNGTuber had its own version of glow, but between Photoshop, PNGTuber and Clip Studio, they've all got a glow type layer, but Clip Studio is called Add Glow, and it's in brackets saying glow, so I'm guessing that it used to be called glow and then they changed the name of it, but I always use it. I don't know what the difference is between, like, let me show you. What's this? Right, so this is the yellow parts on Reala right now are an add glow layer. 1 second, I need to set my timer. If I change that to glow dodge is another one that I used to use a lot, but it's a little bit more severe. But Screen, that's Screen. See if you can tell the difference. This is Screen, this is add glow. It's like add glow makes it brighter, more bright and more like neon than Screen. I wish you can't see the drop down because it's like really long, but I wish that they had all of the lighting effects in order of what they actually do instead of being random, because it's difficult to remember what each thing actually does. Yeah, multiply is the easiest way to shade. Multiply can also be changed to darken. Darken's a good one. Like, that looks actually quite nice on darken. But I just, as a rule, always use multiply because it's stronger and then I can change the transparency of it easier. I can never get the number right. Okay, right. I'm gonna continue with this shading. Yeah, I usually just like whack rough shading down and then I like chip away at it and make it a bit more making sense. Because I need to put all the shading in here. I mean, really, his whole face should be really more shaded there. Yeah, that looks better. Cool. I really hate drawing muscles. I'm not particularly good at it. It's like something I need to get way better at. It's like I have an actual one second, I have an actual reference folder full of cool muscle girls that Ed has, my good friend Ed, has supplied me with over the past couple of years, and I really should be looking at them and being like, okay, this is how to draw muscles, and I never do. I should. I don't know if you're like that as well, but you save references and then you don't actually use them as references, you just kind of just like collecting the art. I have so many references of like buildings and fabrics and stuff. I'm probably going to make different layer up here, another multiply layer up here, because this hand is towards the camera, so therefore the shading would be blurry as well. So all of this would be dark. Not that dark though. No. Yeah, something I've got really into is making like focal distance. I don't actually know what it's called, I probably should know, but when something's really close towards the camera, I make it, well, the camera, I make it blurry. So I use like a thicker airbrush pen to ink, and then when it's far away or in focus, I use like a thin, nice little brush. Oh, oops. Apparently I've inked this, I've changed this before. Where is that? Where even is that? Okay, wrong layer. I need to delete that. Otherwise there'll be two different shading layers going on. See ya, Rob! Thank you for coming along. Remember to rest. Get sleep. Proper sleep. Don't dream of Wiseman. And if you do, remember, giant can of mace. Sometimes I do shading and I'm like, what is that? What is that supposed to be? That doesn't make sense. Just gonna leave that there. Not gonna question it. I wish there was one of these kind of people that could put out like an entire drawing with a painted background and stuff in the space of like 2 hours. I don't know how some people do it. Especially when it's like a new Sonic character announced or a new Pokemon generation or something, and within like 10 minutes there'll be like 80 pieces of fan art on Twitter already. I don't know how people do it. And then I'll blur that there, if my PC lets me. I tend to jump around quite a lot when I'm working. I never do like all the shading and then all the highlights. I just sort of very short attention span. I kind of just like jump between different parts. Just whatever gets the image done, really. It's Reala's button niblets. which gave me too much trouble on the last stream. So I'm not gonna fuss over them too much. Hey Gage! I'm on a break now. I am doing much better now that I'm streaming than I was earlier. It's nice to see so many of you today that I've not seen in a stream today, in a stream before even. You might be able to tell that I'm kind of like tired. I've had about 2 hours sleep last night, so I'm a bit rambly. But yeah, I'm having a nice time. Just chill and colouring in Reala at a very slow and acceptable pace for a chill out stream. Can someone tell me how to show my process? Like, how do you do replay of all the brush strokes and stuff? Like, is there a way to record it in Clip Studio? Because I honestly don't know. And I see people post all of their speed paint things, their replays, and haven't got a clue how to do it on Clip. Unless it's something that you can do on the portable version. Yeah, record time lapse. How do you do that? And does it take like a lot of memory? Is it like a video, or is it just recording the actual paint strokes? I should probably learn that at some point. I feel like I should try other art programs as well. Like, lots of people use Krita. I downloaded Affinity recently to try and learn how to do vector art for a project. So I'm trying to teach myself how to do vector stuff, which is actually really difficult. It's not as easy as I thought it would be. I thought it would be like doing vector layers in Clip Studio, but it's not. It's kind of confusing. But I won't give up. It can't be as hard as doing 3D art. That's something else I need to... I want to learn how to do 3D art. I feel like there's so many things that I could do if I could do 3D, and all I can do really is like chisel really basic stuff in was it Sculptress or something, or Blender? ZBrush, that's one, ZBrush. And Second Life, building very basic things in Second Life. That's my knowledge of 3D art. So anyone who can do 3D art, I'm super jealous, super in awe. But I would love to make all of my characters 3D models just so I could use them as refs as well. I mean, yeah, I can make them in like Second Life, but it's not the proper proportions, you know, because the creators have all got really weird body proportions, so it's kind of difficult. File time lapse. Alright. Yeah, Second Life. But yeah, thank you for checking up how to do time lapses for me. I will make a note of that in my brain and try it out later. I would try it mid-stream, but I don't want to break the chat or anything. Yeah, I love Second Life. I still use Second Life, though I've not used it in a good few months. I use it to build the backgrounds for my comic, so I can like figure out 3D spaces, and then I use them as references, so I like screenshot them, and then I either draw over them, or I just like eyeball them, because life is too short when you're making comics to spend that long trying to figure out perspectives on doors and windows and stuff. Just get on with it, you know? It's like, if you've made it already in 3D, why are you gonna try to guess what it's like? And I sometimes get really nice ideas as well walking around Second Life for perspective and stuff of like camera viewpoints that I wouldn't if I was just thinking about it. It's sort of like being in control of a movie. Hey! Is that recurve as in gold? I was wondering this last week, and if it is, I'm so happy. And if it's not, I'm still happy, but I'm curious. Oh my god, how are you? Recurve is my friend Mark from many years ago, who was the original Gold Gen. Okay, 15 minutes, but wow, so good to see you. That's awesome. Yeah, long while. Bloody hell. How are you? Hey Taurus! Hello! This is a really good stream. I'm seeing lots of people I've not seen in years. Bonkers. But yeah, I actually seen the name Recurve last stream and I'm like, is that who I think it is? It has to be, right? I'm so happy it is. Yeah, that's so cool. Okay, 14 minutes? It's 11:15 already, my god. Yeah, so many. You should drop me an email sometime, although I will warn you, I am notoriously bad with replying to emails within like a year. Most people here can tell you that they'll probably hate me because I take a disgustingly long time to reply to emails. I don't know why. I just have so many of them. They kind of like have snowed me under, but it's cool that I can still talk to people in chat because it's I can't procrastinate about replying to emails when I'm live. Aww. That's nice. You know what? I was filling out this government survey thing today about the Online Safety Act and stuff, and I was trying to explain like how important it is for youngsters to have like access to communities that can like help them when they're younger and stuff. I mean, I'm all for like child safety, but at the same time there needs to be spaces, safe spaces that people can like create friendships in and stuff. And it's just bonkers to me because I first got online when I was maybe like 16 or 15 or something, and there are still people I know today who I know from years ago, you know, and it's just like those people have been there like forever, and it's just such a nice thing, and it makes me sad that people are trying to take that away from folk, you know. But yeah, I love my community. I think I'm very lucky to know so many cool people. I keep getting like weird surprises when it comes to people who used to be in the the old community as well. Like, I literally, like, get this, right? I literally yesterday, or was it the day before, I was going through my inbox trying to reply to some emails that I'd left for a bit, and I can't say what it's about, but I got an email from someone who used to be at the old website back in the day, and they were like talking about how they used to love the website and all the stuff there, and I was like, oh, this is sweet. And then I read their name at the bottom, and I was like, I'm just going to check this person up and see who they are, what they're up to and stuff. And do you want to know who they were? They were this like blew my mind, and I fangirled so hard. They were an animator on One Piece, and I'm like, are you shitting me? I'm a huge One Piece fan, you know, I love One Piece so much, it's like my favourite show. And I was literally just talking about One Piece like the day before online and stuff. Yeah, and they were like, they were telling me that it was like good that I'd got that far watching it and stuff, and I'm like, no way. So yeah, I didn't expect that. I was like, god damn. This, you know what though, it just makes me so happy that think about this, right? Someone from years ago who grew up on the website, who's a massive NiGHTS fan, ended up working on something like massive that, like One Piece, that I care about. You know, it's like there's a NiGHTS fan working on One Piece. That makes me so freaking happy. Like, I just, stuff like that keeps happening. Like, people keep appearing from the past, and it's crazy to see like everything that they've been up to and stuff, and it's just, I love stuff like that. It's like everything's connected in a really weird way. It's spooky. It's very cool. So yeah, I had to not fangirl too hard. I wanted to look a little bit sophisticated, at least, as I imagine you would say. Afterwards, I was like, did I use too many smileys in that email? I think, like, I was pretty lucky back then because, like, we had, like, a really strong community. It was like, kind of small, like, compared to what people have now, right? But it was such a niche community, and because of that, all these different kinds of people sort of, like, hung around. And there was a lot of like similar websites from different fandoms and stuff that sort of crossed over. So because of that, I know such a huge amount of people that are still around today doing different things in the same kind of like genre, like gaming and art and stuff. And it's just so cool. It's nice. It makes me. I always say I'm like a community mum, but it always makes me proud to see how people turned out and what came of people. It's like, oh, everyone survived, and that's the best thing you can do right now. That's a miracle. I'm just like, everyone I know is so talented and so sweet as well. Like, everyone has such cool imaginations, and they're always just like hopeful, positive people. And I'm glad that I ended up in a space where I could find people like that at certain points in my life, you know? And it's like, everyone's older now, but everyone's still the same inside, you know? It's like, I got a hell of a lot more wrinkles now. You can't see my wrinkles, but still trippy. Like, the past few years have been like really hard, and some of us in the community aren't here anymore for one reason or another, but I'm really glad to still have you all here. You're my friends. Sorry, I'm getting very sappy. I think it's the music. Yeah, the Dreamcast podcast was fun. It's probably aged like milk now. I've not listened to it in a really long time, I'm too scared to. But, yeah, that was fun. I was doing podcasts before it was cool. The podcasts were always really funny because everyone back then was like from all over the world, and it was so cool when people would send in their voice recordings and you would get all these different accents that you'd known from online, and it was just like such a variety of people. It was so fun. I loved that. It was so funny. I kind of feel like we may have grown up in like the best era of the internet, where there was like enough freedom and there was no social media. I was watching a video about DeviantArt a couple of days ago, and I was just thinking, like, what did I do before what did I do before social media? And it was DeviantArt. I was always on DeviantArt. What, the sunscreen song? I kind of feel like my art is a little bit overrated. I don't mean to. I know people are always telling me, "Oh, stop belittling yourself and stuff," but I kind of feel like I was in the right place at the right time, and I was lucky to have my art noticed by really cool people who stuck around, and I'm glad that social media wasn't a thing back then, because I don't think anybody would have really found my art otherwise, because it would have been like oversaturated. There's a billion artists out there who are better than my art and writing and stuff, but it's cool that I know. Yay, new subscriber! Hey Riddy! Is it Riddy or Riddle? I can't see, the text on my screen is kind of blurry. Hello, thank you for subscribing. I hope you're not a bot. But hey, bots are welcome too. As long as you're not an AI bot, then you can get the hell out. Yay! Hey Riddy, it is Riddy. Yeah, more cakes are better than no cakes, it's true. Ah. Well, you're in the right place then, because I am colouring the Reala. I've got 52 seconds left to do shading. Hey Seal! I didn't say hello to you before. Hello! This is like the best stream I've done so far. This is so nice. I like this. I could do this a lot. And if I had skipped out on this stream tonight, I would have missed this, so I should learn from that. It's time to color Reala's bot. Da-da. The clock's like, no, no you ain't. No Reala bot coloring for you. Next break, 5 minutes. To be fair. Hey Drill Dashed! Thank you! All I really done was just slapped a big swirly rainbow down there. It's pretty much the same picture as you seen last time. Let's see. I've kind of been doing a little bit more shading. I'm sort of just refining what was there. There are going to be like sparkles. He isn't actually just standing in a big big rainbow vortex. There is actually going to be sparkles there, so his Drill Dash will be there. Hey, I see Luna! Wow, 17 people! 17 people! It's a new record for my stream. Which probably sounds really sad, but for me it's kind of impressive. I have to keep saying it. Like, there's some people who stream on Twitch and they have like 1 viewer. So right now I feel like the luckiest person. Thank you for coming along. I know it's not always exciting watching people draw because it's a kind of really super slow process, but I tend to not shut up when I'm drawing, so yeah. Yeah, it's such a shame. DeviantArt was such a good community for artists, and it was nice for people who weren't artists to go there and be able to find artists as well. And it's like you could join DeviantArt as a person who just wanted to see art and enjoy fan art and stuff. You didn't have to draw it. And I kind of feel like the problem with any art sites now is that they're very portfolio based, so it's like you have to be an artist. There isn't options for you to just join and enjoy art, you know? I'm definitely not cool, but I am a dork. I am very dorky, ultra dork. Yeah, exactly. Like, I always said that to Digi actually. Like, his YouTube channel had what, 67,000 subscribers, right? That's a hell of a lot of people. I was like, that's like more people than a football stadium. You know, it's like a concert stadium. Imagine if you're on stage with that many people watching you. That's crazy. If you ever have any art questions or anything, just ask me in stream, because it's easier for me to explain things in stream than it is in emails most of the time. But I'm not entirely knowledgeable about stuff. Like, a lot of the time I just make up what I'm doing as I go along and I just completely wing it, which is kind of the best way to learn, to be honest, if you experiment and break things and then you find out what works and what doesn't. Yeah, DeviantArt had a really good like fanfiction type section and like fiction and poetry. I remember I got a daily deviation for a piece of poetry I done once. What the hell, you know? think I still have it somewhere. I ended up getting like four or five daily deviations. I still have a screenshot of them somewhere. That was like the ultimate brag back then. I think they were all like NiGHTS fan arts. You work for the Nintendo news site? Cool. We were just talking about Tomodachi Life a little while ago. Is NiGHTS and Imagine different from each other? Did NiGHTS turn transform into Imagine? Can they talk to each other? Sorry if too personal. In the comic, Imagine design was basically based off UV NiGHTS, like how I would see NiGHTS. And I care a lot about NiGHTS and the version from my dreams and stuff, so I obviously wanted to keep that. I didn't... When Journey of Dreams came out, I had to save everything that we had created as a community and stuff, because I didn't want to discard it just because the canon had changed, you know. Suddenly we had like official stuff after like 10 years or something. So I moved it across to Engelbaum, but over time it became completely different, like its own thing. So Imagine and NiGHTS are very different. Like, I guess the fact that they're a little bit aloof and kind of like silly sometimes. Well, UV NiGHTS personality-wise used to be like super like sarcastic, quite evil. Imagine he's not like that at all. She's like the polar opposite of that. Imagine he still has like the long blonde hair, and she has like the white horns and stuff, but all of that was sort of like removed from my version of how I see NiGHTS. Like, if I was to do a NiGHTS comic now, I'm not sure if I would make it the same way that I would have back then. So yeah. But they could talk to each other, to be honest, because Imagine, like, I don't want to spoil anything in Engelbaum, I mean you probably already know, but Imagine could exist within Dreams, and NiGHTS is always in Dreams, so yeah, they could totally talk to each other. It's not too personal. I like talking about this stuff, because I'm weird. Okay, 15 minutes. Let's go. Did I just click the right button? Yeah, I did. Okay, I thought I just accidentally ended the stream. That would have been funny. Yeah. Alright, where was I? I was shading Reala's butt. What a world. Can we get a B in chat? But booty. Apologies if anybody can hear my stomach growling. I made this mistake of every time I know I'm doing a stream at 10 o'clock, I have my dinner at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I don't really eat anything for the rest of the day because I'm too nervous. Like a total Goomba. Here's a question for you. How many of you had a Nights into Dreams or a Journey of Dreams fan mirroring, and what was their name? Who was your first fan mirroring? Even if they were like a self-insert, who were they? Tell me about your fan characters. Like, mine was UV Nights, but that wasn't really a fan character, that was like a version of Nights. I did actually make a fan mirroring. I wonder if actually, you know what, right, I'm gonna save my work. I'm gonna find my fan mirroring for you. Let's go to Sega. Night stuff. I'm gonna find my super old fan mirroring for you. Aha! Right. Basically, in my fanfiction back then, I had, like, everyone had their gens and what they stood for, and my dreamer and gen was the Red Dreamer and special sparkly Red Dreamer, who was bravery or courage, and so I made a fan mirroring that was the opposite of her, and I never used her, but check her out, I think she was pretty cool. She had like she looked like a goldfish. She has like really cool horns, and she had like fire bubbly things and stuff, and she was called Fear. And she had like, she still had the fishnets going on. But yeah, that was my self-insert fan mirroring. She was a bit of a baddie. Ooh, Reala jump scare. I should actually redraw her one day. I should actually do a stream where I just draw my very first fan mirrors. Yeah, normally it's never had a fan burn because I can't recall you ever mentioning it. That's kind of impressive because you were around the fandom for years. Did you never get the urge to make a fan mirror? Only Sonical Seas. Oh, I have so many Sonical Seas. When I was a kid, I had hundreds of them, seriously. Yeah, that's the thing. I love when people recycle their fan characters and they become like original characters over time as well, because then it's like you're still paying homage to an OC, like a fan character that you loved and cared about, but you're not like discarding them, you're actually like bringing them into current day. I think that's really sweet. I mean, that's pretty much what I've done with Imagine. She got recycled and made into something different. Alright, I'm still not finished doing this glowy stuff yet. Be right back for a second. Need 5 seconds. And I'm back. Third level fan You know what? I absolutely love when people do third level. I can't speak. Third level Nightmare fan designs, because there's so many things you can do that a lot of people focus. Like everyone focus on the first level Nightmare, and you get like a few second levels. Because I mean, Jackal's cool. But Jackal, one of the deep lore things about Jackal that not everyone knows is that Jackal was a failed first level Nightmare, and maybe that's why he's half invisible. But I always think that Puffy's cool as well. But I love it when people do third level Nightmare minions, because there's so many things that you can tie into like your fears and objects and stuff and create characters out of. I have to remember that I wanted this to be really bright here. See you, Drill Dash! Thank you for coming along. We're going to be finishing up in like 9 minutes anyway because it's coming up to midnight. But thank you for coming to the stream. I appreciate it. It's been a good stream. I just realised what Reala's expression looks like here. It kind of looks like that girl who's sitting— no, the girl who's standing in front of the house on fire giving side-eye. That's what it kind of looks like. Reala simping is allowed. You know, it makes me happy that Reala still has fans to this day. My timer is telling me to have a break for 5 minutes, but I'm not gonna because it's not the boss of me, and I've got literally 5 minutes left till the end of the stream. So I just wanna continue what I'm doing. See you, Recurve! Thank you for coming along. It's brilliant to see you again. So many years. Blast from the past. Send me an email. Yeah, Reala really is for the I can't fix him crowd. Oh, thank you for the Engelbaum love. I appreciate it. That project is like my life. Life's work. Literally my life's work. It technically came from like 1996. Still going. The general consensus was that if you were into your canon stuff, it was always like part of Knights' head, and then me and maybe like a couple of other people started doing Knights with long hair, or Knights with hair and horns, or just hair. One of my friends back then, who was one of the first Knights artists that I came across online, was called Razer Kiyo, which was Reala backwards. And I only realised that later on. But they would draw Knights in Reala with like big, huge, like Dragon Ball style hair, and they would draw Knights with purple or pink hair. And I think there was a fan artist called Soli who would draw Knights with magenta hair. And I always used to draw Knights with white horns and long blonde hair, and that's why my character Imagine to this day still has the same thing going on, because that was cool, and I'm not going to get rid of that because that was OC, do not steal, you know. But Knights in the concept, oh god, that's my stomach, so hungry. Knights in the concept art had horns originally. So at one point Knights did have horns, so it's still out for discussion as to whether Knights does have horns underneath the hat, if it is a hat at all. Could just be part of their head. Right, I am gonna save this. And actually, you know what, that looks kind of cool. Ooh. that looks pretty decent. Eventually it's going to have all the sparkly stars around and the Nighttopian halos shattering and stuff. Might be a bit darker like that as well, not sure yet. I'm going to tidy it up eventually, so I'm going to save that. And I'm going to go into chat mode. Big camera mode. Okay, it's 1 minute till the end of the stream, and I just want to say thank you to Riddy for subscribing, and thank you to everybody for turning up. It's been like a really nice nostalgic stream, and I'm super glad that I decided to do the stream, despite not feeling so great today. It's been really fun hanging out with a bunch of NiGHTS fans again, because that used to be like my entire existence online. So thank you for coming to the stream. Thank you for staying until midnight. I hope you like the Reala art so far. It's probably about 90% finished, I would say. But I'm gonna stream again in this next coming week. It might be on the weekend, it might not, depend how I feel. And I will continue this on stream. I won't work on it. I promise I won't work in it in the meantime, so people don't miss anything. Thank you very much. You're all amazing. I love you lots, and I hope you have a nice evening and have sweet dreams. And remember, if Wiseman comes, just can of mace, giant can of mace, go for it. Bye!